This is the Weather Extreme video for Saturday, October the 16th. I'm meteorologist Brian Peters, and it just seems like the beautiful fall weather continues. Our Skycam imagery this morning is going to be coming to us from Trussville, where we've got a beautiful sunrise showing up over there. And since it's a football weekend, how about a shot over the football stadium at Tuscaloosa? Where the lights are on down there. And then I just can't help but enjoy this one. I know it's a little fuzzy because of the low light conditions, but just a beautiful shot as we look out over the Tennessee River, which seems to be rather placid this morning. Little reinforcing shot of cool air, which we certainly can afford to have as temperatures begin to climb back up to 80, but we're going to see a little bit cooler air today with temperatures only in the 70s for the afternoon highs due to primarily to a ridge off to our west and a northwesterly flow, which is helping again to bring us slightly drier and cooler air for the moment. And cooler air is certainly evident. We weren't seeing much of this last weekend, but this weekend we're seeing some temperatures in the 20s across western Canada, dipping down into the northwestern part of the United States. No 20s around central Alabama, fortunately, but we are seeing a few upper 30 values at these airport locations. And, of course, the normally cooler locations will be getting down into the upper 30s for the next couple of mornings, maybe even some frost. How about the QPF? A little more optimistic on the rain than I am, but then again, I wasn't too optimistic this past week and ended up getting quite a good shower. But it looks like, once again, the moisture will be somewhat limited as a cold front comes through, generally in the Tuesday, early Wednesday timeframe. And on the National Hurricane Center's outlook, they're watching an area in the southwestern Caribbean, and then the remnants of Paula, neither of which are likely to do much of anything. And you can tell on the satellite image that there's very little organization to it. All right, the 06Z GFS model run this morning shows a large surface high over us on Saturday. So as we said last weekend, it looks like a great weekend for football. And, of course, if you were out last night, you probably needed a jacket at any of the high school games. The flow remains pretty fast, but the general westerlies are still to our north, so that's going to keep us high and dry for Sunday. And, of course, we'll begin to see a little bit of a warm-up as we get back towards 80 degrees. Once again, the flow pretty active to our north with a fast stream, but with a trough and a closed low out off of Southern California, we're staying pretty much high and dry. Now, by Tuesday, we do begin to see the development of a nice trough coming through the eastern half of the country. And with that, we should see a front, and that trough zips along pretty quickly. It doesn't get real deep, but it does get enough to bring the front down our way. But once again, I do think moisture will be somewhat limited, so this is probably going to be another one of those situations where we see at least some scattered showers and not a great deal more. That trough moves off the mid-Atlantic states on Thursday, and that paves the way for the ridge to kind of intensify over the southeastern U.S. while that little trough comes out of the southwest, but that should keep us dry while we see some moisture returning over Oklahoma, Kansas, and Texas on Friday. So once again, it looks like any high school games next Friday should be in great shape. The ridge holds strong and pushes that little trough up to the north, and so that keeps us once again high and dry on Saturday the 23rd. And just peeking out at the upper air pattern on the 24th, the ridge still holding for us, but the trough a little bit stronger there, so we might see something by the first of the week. Now, extending out a little further into Voodoo, the flow remains pretty fast, but well to our north still, as there's still a big ridge over the Gulf area. And then as we get out to the 31st, excuse me, as we get out to 31st, Halloween, one of James Spann's favorite events, then we see a nice ridge, which once again keeps us pretty dry. So not prospects for a great deal of precipitation. Well, thanks for tuning into the Weather Extreme video. I expect to have the next one posted by 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. In the meantime, I hope that you will make this a great day and enjoy this beautiful fall weather. Godspeed.
Each day there are new stories to tell about the people who live here and the place we call home.
All of the
sharing your stories on ABC 3340, Alabama's news leader.